Hey everybody, HMV here, laying more Kerbal Space Program, and today we're going back to space. No more goofing around with planes. Planes were very expensive. We started last episode with over 36 grand, or sorry, 360 grand. Now we have 127 grand, and that's after cheating a bunch of money in so that I could buy all you people. I refuse to save up money to spend almost $500,000 per person, when the only reason I'm doing this is to get you guys in there. So I hacked all you guys in. So welcome to the club. If you don't see your name on this list, don't worry. Anybody after Logan is asked after I did all this, and it's a pain in the butt, so I'm letting a few more accrue. There are 6 of you, so don't worry, including 2 lady Kerbals, which is pretty awesome. Any lady Kerbals out there who want your name in here, definitely, I would love to have more female Kerbals on the space program. But we need, as I said at the end of episode 2, I think it was, I need 500 grand, and I am farther from it than I was when I started, so I have accepted a bunch of contracts here. We are going to plant a flag on the moon. We're going to put a satellite in orbit around the moon. We're going to put a satellite in orbit around the Kerbin, probably the same satellite because we're cheapskates. We're going to investigate rock arches on the moon. We are going to rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit. We are going to test the Ant, and we might even kick off space tourism today. We're going to do all that today, and then that's about it. I have already built the ships. This guy has an experimental part, and that's the part that's going to be that has the Ant engine. We're going to launch these guys, and then we're going to rendezvous them for the rendezvous contract. But, of course, Yarmouthon is not going to hop on this flight. This is going to be pilots only, so pilots and engineers, and the 2 people who are up are Narter and Francois. Narter's a scientist, so you're going to have to hold off. Francois is a pilot, so he gets to pilot Mooner 1. Mooner 2-1, if you want to call it that. And then that means Narter will probably be the scientist who heads to Minmus. Okay, we've got fairings on this thing. If you think these fairings look different than regular fairings, they do. I pulled the... I'll tell you what, let's launch. And in 3, 2, 1, launch. This guy's going. Okay, Francois, try to hold a heading. Yeah, these are the... this is the texture of the fairings from procedural fairings. I don't have a problem with the yellow stripe like a lot of people do on the stock fairings, but I do have a problem with the little black... Looks like a U or an N or a box, a little box. I should probably start my gravity turn. I forget that you need to do that earlier now in the game. Makes me happy, but I have to remember to do it. But anyway, yeah, it always makes you think that something is sticking out of the fairing. So I took it off because I got sick of it. Okay, we're looking pretty good here. This is a very simple launch, not much to watch here. I'll show you the first stage separation here, and then I'll show you when we ditch the fairings. That's a problem. Francois, I have very bad news for you. There is no chute on this ship because... Oh wait, there is chutes. Thank everybody. There are chutes on this vessel. You are going to survive. As I said, I knew that there were chutes on this vessel. Why wouldn't I put chutes on the vessel? No, I thought this was going to be... Look, you even have a heat shield. Okay, well, this is a scrub launch, but this doesn't count as your launch. We are going to we're going to let you try again, and I will meet you guys back at the launch pad. Okay, let's do this again. 3, 2, 1, launch, and I'll meet you at separation. I'm going to make sure we're aimed perfectly prograde. There we go. Okay, now I got to tilt it down a little bit and kind of fight drag here because we want to be right at this marker. So when we get to 16, we can be 16 being my apoapsis here. We can go down to the 50. That way when we get to 18, I just go every 2, I go 5 degrees farther down. That's what I'm doing here. And then when we get to 20, we're going to sit it at 20 and then ride this guy up. Okay, now for the boring part, so I'll meet you at the next stage separation. Okay, that stage separation is in 5 seconds. We're also going to lose the fairings at the same time. And, oh, some fairings have stuck. Can we shake those off? Maybe I spin. There we go. Goodbye. All you people who hate the new fairings are probably like, that never happened with procedural fairings. And I can't argue with you, but it's just the way it is. Okay, well, now it's a long, slow burn into orbit. I'll see you up there. Okie doke. There we go, 80 by 73. I'm going to make it closer to 80 by 80. There we go, 81 by 80. Francois, you are in orbit. Delete that maneuver node. You are going to aim yourself to the north, and then you are going to chill out. Now, the astute among you might have noticed that I have something on here that is new. This is a mod. It is the new Rover dude's making this. It's supposed to go along with MKS OKS, but I haven't installed MKS OKS, and I'm not going to in this save. But this is a very simple life support mod. It holds supplies, and you eat the supplies, and when they're out, your guys go into hibernation mode. And even probe cores don't work, which is awesome. So he's going to eat these, and he's got like a year's worth. If you click one of these things here, there's two of these. This isn't the mod's fault. I think this is the robotic one, Infernal Robotics' fault, because they seem to be doing strange things with the things. Because notice this one doesn't show anything, and then this one does. He's got a year and 37 days worth of supplies. Now, granted, another Kerbal's coming up here, so he only has about a half a year of supplies, but we're going to the moon. We got plenty of supplies. And now he's gone into the darkness, so it is time to head back down to Kerbal Space Center and launch Part 2. And Part 2 is a much easier rocket. rundvi is launching it in 3, 2, 1, launch. Not a very good thrust to weight on this guy, but it'll get the job done. Because he had a much lower thrust to weight, I waited until I got up to 70 meters per second before I started tilting him over. But other than that, we're gonna follow the path that we did on the other ones, and that is every 2,000 meters, 2,000 meters, we're going to go 5 degrees. This guy has an annoying tendency, because he only has 3 fins. I was trying to save some money, but he only has 3 fins, and because of that, the act of turning the ship, the act of, like, I don't know how you'd say it, the act of moving up and down, is modifying the rotation of the ship. Not much I can do about it. I'm just going to have to live with it. But the ship seems to be going pretty accurately the direction I wanted to, so I'm gonna call it a win. Okay, we're out of the much thicker atmosphere. However, we're not quite out of the atmosphere yet. I would really like to be horizontal right now, but it's just not an option with this ship. But we're going to lose the fairings and the ship, and now, whoa, we're crazy. We got plenty of control here. I'm going to burn this guy only up to 75 kilometers because we want to catch up to the other ship. So we're going to stop right there. And rundvi is going to run this guy in. This is a very simple ship. All it does is it's going to land on the moon. Rundvi is going to be like, hey, look, there's an arch there, and then it's going to come back up. If there's enough, fuel in it, which there should be, because he can dock back up with Francois in orbit. And if there's enough fuel in it, if you look here, this contract, wherever the contracts page is, there it is. I got to get the new contract mod that lets you look at contracts better. We're not just looking up a arch on the moon. We're looking up 3 arches on the moon. So if we can, we're going to try to land at all 3 of them. If we have the fuel. rundvi is going to get the first one. Francois is going to get the second one. And then I'll flip a coin to see who gets the third one. 75 by 74. That works for me. Yeah, we got to do quite a number of orbits before these guys get set here. But they'll only be 5.3 kilometers apart when that happens, which is pretty awesome. That is in 2 full days. Francois, by the way, if you look on the mod here, Francois is in the yellow. When 15 days go by, he's gonna go into hibernation mode. The important part about that is that this ship doesn't have any supplies on it, and it can't have any supplies on it. So they have 15 days to get down to the surface of the moon, do whatever they're going to do, and get back up so that they can rendezvous with the ship again. Really, when it comes down to it, 15 days is plenty of time to do something like that, so I'm not too concerned. Okay, we've got a little 6.9 meter per second burn here. Should be very, very quick. It was quicker than I thought it would be. Wow. Okay. Okay, that should get us really close. Now, let's look at this here and see if we can make it better. I don't think we can. 1.6 kilometers, honestly, that's good enough for me. Okay, and we somehow got a contract here. Rendezvous. We've successfully rendezvoused the two vessels. That was easy. We are 20 meters per second relative to our target. I don't know where our target is. Let's turn on the HUD. Okay, our target is over here. Now that's our direction. Where's our target? There's our target. Okay, I'm going to kill my velocity relative to the target. We're going to do this the inefficient way because I feel like it. Then we're going to aim at our target. We're going to burn forward a bit. Burn over on this side a bit to get our thing aimed actually at him. Okay, and let's go ahead and get this thing done. We want to be on the north side of this guy. Kind of like to get this done before the sun sets. We're doing this without RCS because we are bosses, and if I remember correctly, we didn't even remove the monoprop. So this is like hard mode, extra hard mode. No monoprop. But we brought no reaction control system, but we brought the monoprop with us anyway. Let's go ahead and set this as our target. Control from here. I think we're going to turn the HUD back on. So when this gets right there, we know that it's time to stop it. And I think we're going to stop it right about here. And I went too far. This is the fun part of this. Gonna get going a couple decimeters here per second. Anything under a meter per second is pretty good. Now our docking port isn't aligned perfectly, but it's pretty darn close. We are 30 meters away. I am north of Francois here, or I should say rundvi is north of Francois, so there shouldn't be very much drift. Gonna get going a couple decimeters here per second. Anything under a meter per second is pretty good. Now our docking port isn't aligned perfectly, but it's pretty darn close. We are 30 meters away. I am north of Francois here, or I should say rundvi is north of Francois, so there shouldn't be very much drift. Just gonna turn the SAS off, and bam, they snap together. Looks good. Okay, let's turn this engine off. Actually, let's thrust limit it back up, because we're gonna want that. Then we're gonna shut it down, because this guy's gonna be running the show. Yeah, it's, by the way, rundvi, you're the one who, if you had had a problem on launch, you would have died, because you have no parachutes. You're relying on these docking ports holding you guys together while these parachutes kick off, which I am by no means sure will happen. Let's go ahead also, and even though technically this is cheating, I'm going to turn these guys up to 8 and turn their pump on. And then, actually, I'm going to... here's the thing, is I can't manually pump, because, you know... I'll turn him down to 7. There you go, so he gets full. I can't manually pump, but I have the good speed fuel pumps, and I'm going to just take that cheat and just, deal with it. Okay, we've got a moon encounter to set up here. Set this as the target. Looks like we're going to be burning right around here somewhere. We're less than a degree off. Okay, we got about 5 seconds before the burn. Just making sure this engine is off. Yes, and we're going to hit the gas right now. And, what's that? 2.5 minutes. Jeez, that's a long burn. That's what you get for using these little engines. I love these things. They're very good with small craft. This craft is just a little bit too big for them. But what are you going to do? And just checking my contract here. Testing the end, we got to be in orbit, and we got to be between 10 and 18 kilometers. So we have to get down to at least 18 kilometers periapsis, which this is not. So we're going to have to burn. We are going to have to burn more than we said we were going to. Not a big deal. just got to get done. Okay, we're getting close here. I'm going to slow down the thrusting, and because I'm probably going to lose my thing here, as you do. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, I'm going to burn for another 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hopefully that will get me a near encounter with Moon here. At some point, we're going to enter Moon's sphere of influence. We just don't know when that is. There we go. Okay, 55. Now we're going to aim. I guess we'll do this radially inward thing. But actually, aren't you supposed to... Yeah, we're supposed to slow down is the best way to do it. I figured I did that with maneuver nodes before. If you slow down, it lowers your periapsis and slows you down. If you burn radial inward, it just lowers your periapsis. So you actually save fuel by slowing down instead. Okay, we're going to just get this within 18. Okay, 17.3. That's perfect. Okay, now, at our periapsis, we are going to add a maneuver. Let's make our apoapsis right around 50. You've gained the ability to aim prograde and retrograde, which is always good. However, we need to aim you at a maneuver node instead. Not a big deal. Oh, we've got science to do. Crew report. Let's go ahead and keep that data. Okay, we can do another crew report. Let's go ahead and take that. Come on, let me store that. There we go. The reason I'm storing the data in the this command pod is because if we have some sort of an accident... Not that I expect one, but if we have an accident on the lunar surface, I would like to be able to return with the data for whoever's orbiting. Okay, we are in lunar orbit. I should already have this thing ready here because we are under 18. Run the test. Now shut it down. There we go. we successfully tested the ant engine. Good job. Go ahead and close that. Wasted a little bit of fuel and a little bit of time, but not a big deal. Going to get our apoapsis down to 50, and as soon as it is, we're going to call it good. 48. I guess that'll work. Periapsis and apoapsis, both at 48. Absolutely perfect. Okay, I've turned up the ambient light just a little bit. Just to help us out here, seeing what we're doing. We're basically in a terrible, terrible, terrible orbit for all of these things. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to wait until they rotate under us. So let's go ahead and do that. And it looks like the first one... Yeah, this one's got to get all the way over here. This one has to get here. Oh, we got another EVA report to do. Oh, we missed it. There must be like just a dinky little crater or something right here. Oh, well, but while below 50,000 meters, we can only go 100. So if we burn up, there we go. Both are above 50. Now we will always be above 50, which is very important. Okay, now we're just waiting for this guy to come around. So. Unlike my last series, I am not caring about things like how long things take. Just doesn't bother me. I am going to, though, on the next orbit here right now. Okay, this is looking good. Rundvi, you're up. Yeah, if things take 100 years, that's just what happens. I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's go ahead and undock. Let's switch over to Rundvi. Let's activate your engine again. And then let's plan this here. We are going to, right around here, we are going to burn a little bit down. Well, a lot bit down, actually. We're going to be landing right at the terminator, which is good as long as there's sunlight. And we're going to burn a little bit north and not quite as far down. There we go. That should be enough. Oh, we should probably turn your computer on as well. Let's make sure this isn't going to run you into Francois. It is not. We could basically do it now, but now we're not going to. Let's go ahead and go up to that burn. And Francois is just going to chill out in orbit while you do this burn here. And do too much of it because I was watching the wrong thing. Let's all go to a moon arch. Let's all go to a moon arch. Let's all go to the moon arch and get ourselves some science. Okay. Go ahead and lower that landing gear that you are definitely going to need. I do not see any reason to think that this isn't going to go perfectly, except for perhaps every time you hop out of the ship. I'm just going to burn up just a little bit to hedge our bets here. As I have said, I am going to hit F5 here, but that's not for the ability to cheat. That's just in case the game crashes. And I was just reminded of it because I was about to tell you there are no takebacks on this. We are going to take whatever happens as what happens. Looks like we're going to overshoot the arch. Looks like we're going to overshoot it and be about here. I'm going to hit this. Yeah, we're gonna start stopping here. Now we don't have to land very close to the arch. As long as you can EVA to it, which really it looks like we're going to be fine. Actually, I think I'm going to land over here because this looks flatter, even though it's darker. Yeah, we're going to come down right in the thing here, and you have earned the right to go retrograde, which makes me very happy. Actually going to burn up just a little bit to make sure we come down, because I want to come down about where the marker is right now. And you don't actually have as much fuel to spare as I thought you would. Suicide burn? I don't have it. Yes, I do. Suicide burn distance, 1,000 meters. We are coming down. There's the arch. Look at that. Suicide burn distance is 600. When it gets down to about 100, I'm going to hit the gas. I'm getting really scared, so I'm going to hit the gas now. Oh, you game. You game. Okay, we are going sideways, but that's okay. Game. Okay. I would like to know how far off the ground we are. Oh, there you are. Okay, perfect. Whew, that was a lot harder than it should have been. Okay, you were gonna hop out. We are going to turn off this HUD. Yeah, landing in the dark is just no fun whatsoever. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, we're going to take an EVA report on the ground. We are going to plant a flag, because everybody gets to plant a flag when they land anywhere. Although I don't think planting a moon flag counts. And actually, no, this is not our first landing on the moon, so we don't care. We just want you to have the thing for it. Why don't we... Oh. Yeah, let's go ahead and take this EVA report. Keep the data. Oh, are we close enough to the moon arch? Plant a flag on the moon. No, that was just a plant a flag on the moon. Okay, let's go up to this moon arch. Even though I've been here many times before, this is kind of a target for me whenever I come to moon. If you remember the base that we abandoned Jeb, Bill, and Bob on in the last series, the base's point 90, it was just south of this arch. You could see the arch from the surface. And all we got to do is get close. Curious how close we have to be. We are 160. We are 100 meters away. We are 50 meters away. We are hitting the ground pretty hard. Okay, apparently maybe you just have to be on the ground. Let's go ahead and keep this data. Maybe we should hang some decorations from the arch. Spruce the place up a bit. It's saying we have an EVA report to take. I'm actually going to try to take this EVA report from the moon's highlands. Yeah, so keep that data. I don't remember if the highlands is where we are on the ship. But there's our arch. Yay, we found it. Let's go ahead and get back to the ship. Okay, oops. God, slow down. Slow down. There you go. Yeah, just above the moon's highlands. So we don't actually need to get these. And don't tip over your ship. That's we don't have the other solar panels. We don't have the breakable solar panels yet. So I can't tell you not to break solar panels. But don't flip over your ship. Okay, now where is our other ship? I think we should just take off and try to catch up with him. So we are going to take off to the kind of northeast. And tell you what, let's target him. He's that way, behind us. And this way. We're going to burn until our apoapsis is at 25. And then at this descending node, we are going to add a maneuver to 0.2, negative 0.3. Yeah, you give it there we go, 0. So, and then that will not quite get us there. So let's go positive on this. And then we can worry about actually getting a connection when the time comes. Yeah, we're looking pretty darn good. We could burn forward though, just to get these to touch. And then I have a feeling that if we next orbit we're going to be fine. We're going to be 5.1 kilometers away. And if we give it a little bit of prograde, we'll get down to 0.2 kilometers, so that'll be perfect. Yeah, this guy doesn't have quite the fuel budget that I thought he would. 240 meters per second to spare is, let's just say it's a little bit less than I was hoping to have to spare. Sometimes you just gotta revel in the enjoyment. That's nice. This is also training for the Minmus mission, which is going to be much easier than this mission because it's on Minmus. But we're going to be doing multiple landings and takeoffs there as well to hopefully clear the entire place out of science. Come on in for a dock. We got 212 meters per second. Let's see if Francois can do better than that with his docking. Doink. And conveniently, this is the other moon arch I've been to. So far, I haven't seen anything I don't already know about. I think next orbit we're going to do this. Okay. Now we're in the dark, but we're going to do something we didn't do last time because I forgot. We are going to aim either north or south. It doesn't really matter as long as we're aimed right along this thing right here. Oh, we missed our burn window here, but it shouldn't be a big deal. Our burn should take us 23 seconds, it says, which seems high. Oh, we can see the arch. See, I wish right now I could turn off this. Let's go ahead and activate navigation. We are 15 kilometers away. I think I'm going to start burning. Okay, we're going 100 meters per second, which seems like a lot, but that's just because it is. Okay, if we land anywhere now, we will have a nice, easy ride. So let's just go ahead and let's do the retrograde thing. We can actually do it this time because we can see where we're coming from and where we're going. Our shadow should be basically below us if the arch is any indication. I'm still not seeing my shadow, which is a little disconcerting. Does anybody see a shadow? Let's turn this off. I'm seriously like, where is my shadow? Don't need this maneuver node anymore. There's my shadow. Okay, we're in familiar territory now. All we gotta do is hit at less than 7 meters per second, and we are good. Okay, let's go ahead and turn off the SAS. And guess what you get to do? You get to plant a flag. And you apparently want that flag to hit your ship, but we don't care. Oh. Is that supposed to happen? I'm going to hit F5. Anything that happens due to hitting this flag we are able to restore from quick save. Okay. The flag just wanted to be like that. Let's go ahead and pick up the flag. Hopefully you get credit for planting that flag, because I'm not going to plant another one. Okay, let's go check this arch out. This arch actually we can see because it's daylight. Yeah, now we are basically at the arch, and we haven't gotten the contract yet. Oh, we have it now. So you don't have to, you just have to get close enough to it. Sorry about that, I was too busy. This would make for some pretty good goalposts. Maybe we should set up a sporting event. Moonball, anyone? That sounds pretty fun, actually. I've decided I know how we're going to pick the, who gets to go to the third thing, if we go to it. Whoever has the most Delta V left, or the least Delta V left, getting back to the ship, gets to try again to beat. So it's best 2 out of 3, basically. So whoever gets this wins, and then it's the tiebreaker or something, I guess. Yeah, that's what it is. It's not best 2 out of 3. It's tiebreaker. And I think he had 212 left in his thing when the docking happened. And again, we are going to target the ship. We are going to see it on the horizon somewhere. Somewhere. Oh, wait. We need to turn the HUD on. There it is. So we are going to go this way. Yes. We are going to... Oh, you did not just do that. Okay, we have a lot of... There we go. Oh, come on. I'm trying to do 10 things at once here. Okay. Stop screwing around. Okay, I've turned on SAS. We need to turn like this. There we go. Okay, now get those up. Okay. Whew. Now, we want to be aiming east, which is this way. No, you're not playing Moonball right now. Okay, we are going to get your periapsis up to... Oh, I can't do this because I'm upside down. 20. Okay, 20 is too much. No, 25 is what we had before. So let's go ahead and make it 25. Or 44. I don't think you're going to win, Francois. And really, we can only blame you. Yeah, Francois, it's gonna be close enough that I think I'm gonna actually have to pause the thing and check in the video to see how much meters per second he had, which is crazy. Because now we're gonna come in on the north side, and he should already be aimed that way. Okay, for you guys' benefit, I'm gonna crank up the ambient light. I would wait until daylight, but I don't want to. Set the Clampetron as a target. Let's control from here, and bring your gear down, even though it doesn't really matter that much. But I think it's fair to say that rundvi definitely won, and Francois gets to take the next ship down, assuming we're going to. We're aiming up the docking ports, turning off our thing, and that way you can climb up the thing. Okay, Francois, hop on out. Take both of the science out of there that you had. Oh, wait, you're the one who gets to go back in. That's right. So now, whoop. Go ahead and climb all the way up here. Store the experiments. You apparently walked off the ladder, so go ahead and get up here. Get back in your pod. You are back full of fuel. Now, how much fuel do we have in this thing? 35. We need 90 to get down and back up. I don't think we have enough fuel. I don't think we're going back down again. Because if we go back down and back up, we're basically going to be out of fuel in this. And then the only fuel left is going to be in this to get us home. And that's way too tight. So we're not going to do it. We are going to disable this engine. We are going to lock this fuel and oxidizer, because I don't think this thing is able to take it, but I don't want to take that risk. And then now on our next orbit, we are going to come home. Pretty historic mission we had here. Well enacted by the two guys. We'll just come back and get that other arch sometime later. Let's see how much money we made. That's always important. We've made about half the money we need to get to go to Minmus, which is pretty good. And we want it to be 20. 5. Luckily, we have an engine on the other side of the ship here. Shut this one down. 23. Oh, he doesn't have any fuel. Duh. Let's set him to 8. And pump. Abuse. I could just upgrade that building, but really, I want to make the money so I can get the thing up. Okay, we're going to get to 25. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to shut this engine down forever. We are going to set this fuel tank to 8. And this fuel tank to 8. And this fuel tank to 1. So he's going to fill up with fuel. The last of the fuel. And what we are going to do is, yeah, we got a lot of fuel left on this guy, which is awesome. We could ditch this right now, but I'm going to wait until we get into Kerbin's Sphere of Influence. Or not Kerbin's Sphere of Influence, sorry, Kerbin's Atmosphere. And there's Kerbin. Should have known. Should have known. Time warp. Okay, do we still have a 25 kilometer? Yes. Periapsis. Okay, let's speed up time a little bit. Stupid time warp. We're going to aim this guy prograde. Then we are going to hit F5 because I don't know about the staging on this thing. This is the next thing to go. I could just tell you what, I'm just going to decouple it manually. And there's our heat shield. So actually, oh. Yeah, because our center of mass is right here. I do not trust. Yeah, we're going to ditch this too. Then we're going to spin around. It's just the way it's going to work. We got full batteries. We're going to aim prograde. We are not going to aim prograde. We are just going to... yeah, we're going to do that. And hopefully the... There's not an arch on the surface of Kerbin. That is hilarious. That seems to be a bug. Hopefully these parachutes are keeping up their end of the bargain. They're not gonna pull until we're at about 8,000 meters. I don't dare turn off SAS because I don't know exactly where the center of mass of this thing is, but it should be on the leading side. But like I said, I do not trust it at all. We're basically down to orbital velocity now. Looks like we are coming in the water. Francois and rundvi both look pretty confident in their ability to survive this re-entry. I think I would have had enough fuel, by the way. Although, no, I probably wouldn't have. I probably at least would have had to leave that thing in orbit around Moon. Okay, we are very suborbital now. Things are looking very good. We could do an EVA report, but I think we're going to skip it. The ablator really never had a problem. The parachutes are going to kick off when we get down to about Actually, I don't know exactly where it is. Let's go ahead and turn the stability off now, and let's see what happens. Yeah, this thing is not as aerodynamically stable as I would like it to be, so I'm glad we had the power to hold this. There you go. They pulled it about 4 kilometers, which, in my mind, is too high. So I think 0.50 is not good. I also don't like this altitude of 100. I'm going to make the altitude be 300. I think I'm going to change that. So I'm going to make it so they pull at 0.4 and 300. I've been tweaking my parachutes in that config that I have on my my forum page. Here you go. Opening at 300, slowing us down well under 7 meters per second. Never had trouble. We could try to get a flying EVA report. We'll try it 50 meters over the surface, just in case you fall out. 50-meter fall shouldn't kill you. Maybe we'll try it at 20. 10 definitely won't kill you. Okay, go ahead and get back on board. Very nice. We got 211 science from that. We've got a pittance of money. You guys have both advanced to level 1, which is awesome. We have a grand total of 33,000. And if you look here, the contracts we still have to do, we've got 2 satellites and the space tourism to do. And I need to build a ship specifically for that. So that's going to be next episode. But the paybacks from these things, that's almost 100. That's almost 100. And this is over 100, so we're talking 300. So if we do all 3 of those, if we do 2 of them, we should have enough money. But if we do all 3 of them, we'll definitely have enough money to upgrade our R&D building and go to Minmus. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you're looking forward to it too. I hope you're happy about the hopefully much more episodes coming out. I'm trying to bring out an episode every 2 days while Kerbal Space Program is fresh. I will talk to you next time. I am completely screwing up my outro. I am HMV, and I will, as always, talk at you later.